All right, everyone, welcome to College Algebra Summer 1 Web Online. My name is Jessica Struck, and I will be your instructor for this summer. So I'm going to do just a brief little course intro here and kind of walk you guys through how the course will work. So I am in Canvas on our homepage. And notice on this homepage, we have the schedule for how we will get through the next 6 weeks together. So you already have all the sections for each week as far as what we will cover. The midterm is there, the final exam date is there, and those dates are set. So I cannot do any adjusting to taking the midterm and the final exam on different dates. This is summer, so we do not have a lot of wiggle room. So knowing that right off the bat, if you think midterm and final exam dates would be an issue for you, then you might want to reconsider if you want to take this over the summer, because I can't adjust those at all. All right, so here's our schedule. It's there, and it's on the homepage. I'm going to go over to modules. And I want to start in modules because this is going to be, I believe, the best way to navigate yourself through the course. So to start, our first module is just a little introduction on myself that you guys can take a look at in your own time. But I want to jump into course layout. And let's see what I expect of you for the course. So let's see if this is going to load. Sometimes it's quicker if I just download it. Yeah. So this is our layout for our class. So here's my email right at the top. And then I have my office here. This is where I'm located. And as far as office hours go, I will be doing by appointment only. So if you want to schedule an appointment to meet me face-to-face, that is totally fine. I do not mind coming to campus, but I can also do virtual. So you just reach out to me if you need that, and we can go about whatever you prefer. The textbook is a digital textbook, and you have to start by purchasing an access code from the Midland College bookstore. So before you can even access the textbook, you need to get that access code purchased. Once you have that access code, you will be able to get into your textbook through Pearson. You can access everything directly through Canvas, but it's Pearson's, it's through their website that they put that out for us. And in here, along with your digital textbook, you're going to have a lot of great resources, like student success, videos, support, even some answers like a solutions manual to certain textbook problems. So get that access code so that you can get in there, because that is not only the textbook, it is where your homework will take place. So some of you may have no experience with Pearson, and some of you may already have an account set up and everything. But for those of you that don't fret, because I will make a video. There's another video for you to watch that's going to help you get set up with Pearson and get a little more familiar with it. But once you're in, that's where all your homework assignments will take place. So they are already in there. They are already set for the whole summer session. And we will have a section, a homework assignment for each section we cover. Now, all the homework is due on July the 5th. So while that does mean I don't need anything completed until July the 5th, that does not mean you wait until that late to do those. The idea is that as we cover those sections, you complete those homework assignments. That's the idea. The only reason I have this late of a due date is if some of you get caught up with something or you need more time on certain sections. I understand. Therefore, just make sure they're all done by this date. But there are no exceptions on that due date. I cannot extend it. So please do not reach out to me on the 3rd of July and say, hey, can I have until the 7th because we'll be done and moved on and there will be nothing I can do. So keep that in mind. For exams, there will be 2. There's going to be a midterm and a final. The midterm will cover the first half of content we cover. The final will cover all remaining content and all previously learned material. So yes, the final is cumulative. Here's what it looks like. These are the sections you will see on the midterm, and everything else, including what you previously saw, will be on the final. Where do you take these? They must be taken in a live proctor testing center. So no online proctor sites. If you're in Midland, you can just go over to the Midland College Math Lab Testing Center, and that's where I will have your exams. If you are not in Midland, then you will email me and we can arrange to get you set up at another testing center. But it does have to be a proctored testing environment. Okay, no exceptions there either. And again on this, it's the Midland College Math Lab Testing Center. Sometimes I have students go to just the regular Midland College Testing Center. I'll elaborate more on that when we get closer, but just keep that in mind. All right. How is your grade broken down? It's 20% homework, 40% midterm, 40% final. So that is the layout of our course. You guys can go back in there to that course layout and read all that in your own time in more detail. But that's just a brief little explanation of how this class will work. That schedule that I showed you that's on our homepage can also be accessed here under this module, Course Calendar by Day. And then once you start scrolling, you can get into where your notes will be, where your homework will be, and where your videos will be. So week 1 homework assignments are at the top. For each week, I always put homework first. The student profile is the only assignment that you do actually have to turn in by a certain date. It's just a way for me to get to know you, and you'll go in, you'll fill everything out, and then you will submit it. But it gives me, lets me get to know you since I don't get to see you guys face to face. So I like going through those. So make sure I have that by Saturday night. So here's what you need to complete for this week, -1 assignment. Okay, I do need to add a section 2.4 to this. I'll probably add that tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Okay. Always go in and check the updates. Now, some of you will get real used to just being in here in Canvas and you'll say, well, I didn't see it there. Always go off your course calendar. Okay, always go off of that. Maybe I haven't put the video up yet and maybe I haven't put the homework in. But more than likely all your homework will be in there by tomorrow. So then under homework is your notes. Here's what your notes will look like. So you can use these notes while you follow along with the video. You can fill in the blanks and you can watch me work out all of these problems and you can copy them down and so forth. Okay, these are kind of like fill in the blank guided lecture notes that you can follow along with the videos. Now, I do, however, and I have the completed version of every set of blank notes. So if you come in here, you're going to see the exact same copy of the notes, except I've already worked everything out. Now, I know most of you are like, why the heck would you put the blank ones up? I want what you've already done. I like the worked out. Well, some people actually do really enjoy starting with a blank copy of the notes because they look at my stuff and there's just too much going on. So I give you both options. There's my completed version and there's the blank version. You have that for every section that we cover. So week 1 notes, here's the chapter 1 blank, here's the chapter 2 blank, chapter 1 complete, chapter 2 complete. And it'll be that way throughout the whole semester or through the whole summer. Okay. And again, here are the videos that go with each of those notes. So we'll do that each week. Week 2, homework assignments at the top. They are there, and then right below follows the notes, and right below follows the week 2 videos. And that pattern will continue throughout the summer. So that is where everything is. It's in modules. It is, and I think just real quick, once we get into, once we get into midterm week 3, I already have some reviews up too for you guys to use as review. So like a couple of chapter reviews. And we'll do the same for the final. Now, assignments are here. I've dragged over all the assignments into the modules. If you want to access them in the assignments tab, go for it, but they are there in the modules tab as well. So I'm going to have a separate video, like I mentioned, on how to get into this homework with Pearson, in case you've never done that before. But just wanted to point out kind of a brief example or a brief little tour of how the course will work. Okay, so I hope you find this helpful. And the syllabus is here as well. You can go in and read that if you'd like. And be sure to always check these announcements. I will put announcements in our announcements tab, so make sure you check that. All right, well, a Pearson video is to follow on how to do homework, and I just look forward to a great semester. So we will see, I won't actually see y'all soon, but we'll be back with videos shortly.